that part of the park. It just knocked that ball down.
That one fouled off. All right, Singy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that King Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter, that's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam! Duhar now in the box, comes up empty with a swing there. That one way inside. Hit hard on the ground is short. Tosses to first. That ends the frame. And the A's are gone in order. And it remains a 3-2 ball game. Bottom of the inning. Stepping up for the Guardians. Stan Musial. Fastball for a strike. Chris, we were excited to watch him pitch. This is a little more along the lines of what we were expecting performance-wise.
Yeah, but great pitchers like this, you may get one opportunity in one inning to get to him, to get some runs up on the board. And if you don't take it then, you may see zeros the rest of the ball game.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
And he grounds one back up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And they have their first base runner since the first inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Tucker, the next to hit, takes low for a ball. A's leading by a run. That one's in there. That's strike one. And fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
That's inside, and it's 2-2. Tying run is at first here in Game 3 of the ALCS. And it's filled up.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Base knock and now a free pass. This has the makings of a big inning if they can get a couple more quality at bats.
First and second, no outs. Here's the left fielder, Manny Ramirez. 0 for 1 so far.
Hitter's got some good opposite field power. What I like about something being hit to the right side into the outfield is that the base runner at second has a very good read and can determine whether or not he can score on that base hit.
Musial, the lead runner out at second. Tucker on at first with nobody out. And a count 1-2. That one missed.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
And that is a big first out. Here's Jose Ramirez. Struck out swinging his first time. Right through there for a strike. That one misses, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Halter in and to his right. Drops into the glove. And there's 2 away.
Now batting, number 8.
Next is the designated hitter, Albert Bell. Struck out swinging his first time. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Next one misses, and 1-1. And there's a ball.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
They get the close, and that will end the inning. So they strand a pair. We're headed to the 5th. It's the A's 3 and the Guardians 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Ripped to short, snagged on a bounce, and they get the out. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And it's fouled away. You and I got a chance to broadcast the 2019 All-Star Game, and the city of Cleveland did such a great job. I felt like wherever you turned, there was some type of ad for the All-Star Game, a face of one of the players playing in the game. I thought the city overall supported the event really well.
Yeah, and I think the players backed it up from the home run derby and the show that was put on between Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Pete Alonso, and others. It was off the charts. And then the game is always special. When you see the best in baseball, you remember how special this game is. And to be here at this ballpark, I think just was the icing on the cake.
Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Ricky Henderson. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets him to chase after that one.
0-1's the count.
Henderson measures 5 feet 10 inches, 32 years old. Can't forget to mention he's a former MVP. Ball 1 there. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Relay throw home, safe, and they lead by 2.
Well, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Here's the center fielder. And a foul ball. Next offering is fouled back. On the ground, right side, and that chance handled. Throw to first in time.
Now batting, third baseman, Matt Chapman.
And here is Matt Chapman, 1 for 2 with an RBI double back in the first. Chop to third. Ramirez gets it to first. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. A's get 1 on the RBI double. It's now 4-2. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Here in Game 3 of the American League Championship Series. Here's the catcher, Salvador Perez.
On the mound, he had a little trouble back in the first, but it's been a different story the rest of the way. Really settled into this outing nicely.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. So a man on base to start the inning. And up next for Cleveland, Jack Suwinski.
Center fielder, Jack Suwinski.
And that one ripped to left. And Ricky Henderson the grab. 1 away. Now it's the second baseman. 1 for 2. In the dirt, but kept close. In there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Ripped to third and caught.
It's never fun going back to the dugout after hitting a line drive that finds a glove, but you will get some high fives. You know, when you make great contact, you feel like you've done everything right. But in this game of baseball, not everything is in your control.
And now the shortstop, Larry Doby. Late with the swing there. Perez off of first with 2 away. And that one pulled foul. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. The Guardians trailing by 2. Last half of inning number 5. Just missing there. Going to count 1-2. Good eye in that spot.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well, so much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
Halter brings it in, and that'll do it. 1 hit, 1 left. We're through 5. It's the Athletics 4 and the Guardians 2. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Hunter Gaddis.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Swung on, belted. That ball's carrying. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
McGuire jumps out of the way of ball 1.
You know, these Athletics, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
The 1-2. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout. And there's 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to him. Jason Kendall. This guy's turned into one of the best catchers in the National League. This to third. Tags the runner for 1. And no throw. He's into first easily. And now the right
Now
fielder,
batting,
Miguel
right fielder,
Andujar.
Miguel Andujar.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
Well, strike one is so
0-1's the
critical
count.
in a bat like this with a real threat at the plate looking to do damage.
He swings and fouls one off. And that's a strikeout looking. That was pretty nasty. So they work around to lead off double. Heart of the order, 3, 4, 5 coming up. It's the Athletics 4 and the Guardians 2.
Leading off for the Guardians, first baseman, Stan Musial.
Don't nobody wanna dance slow, man. Look right here. Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Snoop Dogg.
Hudson back to work. Just off the outside edge. And that is ball one. Sliced hard, but foul down the left side. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians, Kyle Tucker.
Kyle Tucker.
And he grounds one to the right side. Takes it to the bag, steps on first, and it's out number 2. Manny Ramirez
Up next
digs
for the
in for the
Guardians.
Guardians.
Left fielder,
Right
Manny
through there for his strike. Well, you got to give him credit out there on the
Ramirez.
mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher. This guy's not wasting. This is a good time to expand the zone. Throw something maybe down in the dirt.
Got him. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. The Guardians go down in order. They trail it here 4-2.
Now pitching for
Welcome
the
back. We're in the
Guardians.
7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound.
Number
Wild
99.
Thing Vaughn.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Here's the second
Leading
baseman,
off for the
Ozzie
A's,
Guillen.
second baseman, number 13.
Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
0-1's the count.
This one in the air. Ramirez hauls it in, and there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Wilson, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike one.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
A rope into right, and that's a base hit. So now back to the top of the order.
Now batting, left fielder, Ricky Henderson.
Next up for the A's, Ricky Henderson. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Next
I got a
pitch,
ball,
not
one strike.
close, up high. Squirts away a little bit.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Wilson into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Usually when you see several pitches, you're going to get at least one that you might be able to do something with, but they didn't exactly challenge him in any way right there, and really they just used his aggressiveness against him. I don't think he even got a pitch in the zone.
No, that's a good point, Siggy. He goes down on strikes, but not a single pitch was actually in the strike zone. Number 19 at the plate with 2 away, swings through that one. The A's looking to add another. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Vaughn. He's kind of a prototypical bullpen arm in today's game. Electric stuff that results in a ton of strikeouts. In a tough spot like this, that is a big-time benefit. Man at second. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Perez on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. The A's strand 1 as they can't add to their 4-2 lead. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
That breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. Into the outfield, base hit. And a good start to the inning. Into second easily with a leadoff double.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. Just a simple ground ball the other way. They've had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball.
That's ripped into the outfield. Gone. And we are all tied up. It's 4-4. Listen to these fans.
This place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
So it's all tied up thanks to the home run. And now it's Salvador Perez to the plate. Right through there for a strike.
0-1.
That's in there.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Right through there, got him. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after giving up the homer. Jack Sawinski now at the plate. In the air, center field. Halter. They got it for out number 2.
Now batting, number 12.
And now it's the switch hitting second baseman. 1 for 3. First pitch, and it just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Next offering is in for a strike.
Nothing but curveballs so far in the at-bat. Kind of makes it difficult as a hitter to know.
That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. But this clutch home run gets us even again. All even now at 4 apiece. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Emmanuel Clase.
Power slider guy, Boo. He throws it hard and gets a lot of late movement, so it's tough to pick up.
Emmanuel Clase.
Chapman goes after that one for strike one.
0-1's the count.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
Back up the, oh, that got him. And saved. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
Now pitching for the
Jose
Guardians.
Mesa, ready or not, in the
Number
game now
49.
after the injury. And here's the first baseman, Jason Giambi. And that is out of play.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Line to right, base hit. They get the force for out number one. And now Mark McGuire, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Going away.
Knowing that the pitcher wants a ground ball double play opportunity here, you've got to lay off pitches down in the zone. Right there, swinging at that pitch, that's a no-no.
Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. And that is strike two. And time called at the plate. Maybe trying to slow things down here in a crucial spot. That's off the mark. And the count 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss. That's a strikeout. And now a man into scoring position. So the go-ahead run in scoring position. Kendall digs in now, known for his late inning heroics. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row because hitters just can't lay off of it.
On the ground. Fires across the diamond. Third out, and that ends the frame. Here in Cleveland, on to the bottom of the 8th. So in now for Cleveland, Larry Doby. On the ground right side. Tosses to first. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting first baseman.
Stepping up for the Guardians. Stan Musial. He's already homered here in this one. Late swing, foul to the left. All tied up here in the late stages of game 3. Just missed. That one misses. And a count 2-1.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Fought off foul.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit. Slightly up, slightly in.
Line drive. In one, hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Relay throw to second. Safe. And that's his 3rd hit.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really...
And here comes Mark Kotsay as he's ready to make a change and go to the bullpen. Tim Hudson gives way, and it's a tie ball game as he heads for the Tommy Kahnle gets the ball now.
Number 45. Tommy Kahnle.
Tucker in the box now. Takes strike one. With the go-ahead run standing at second here in Game 3 of the ALCS.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Pulled the string on the changeup.
Big strikeout there as he works to strand that go-ahead run at second base. But job's not done yet. Got to get that last out before you can exhale and get back into the dugout. It's kind of tough to do with this home crowd applying so much pressure.
Next to hit, Manny Ramirez. That's a strike. Down the line, and it's foul.
He's falling behind in a huge spot, Boo. Got to do what it takes to come through. Maybe choke.
And he got him. Strike 3, and that'll retire the side.
He's in a tough spot. Had to make a great pitch. Did it. Got the strikeout. Gets out of the jam. Clearly, he's happy with those results.
All set for the start of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, Miguel Andujar. So now a pinch hitter, Nick Kurtz.
And this is a big at-bat coming, Boo. Definitely a little added pressure on him here.
Mesa back to work. And that one fouled off. Yeah, that's fouled off. And a swing and a miss. And a strikeout for the first out here in the ninth. And now, Ozzie Guillen. 0 for 3 in this one. And that one fouled off.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
4-4 in the ninth. Caught at second.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it. He hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
Next up for the A's, Jacob Wilson. Out in front and foul to the left side. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. And that turns the lineup over.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield. And took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
Now it's going to be Ricky Henderson. Not close, and it deflects away. Wild pitch, and into second moves the go-ahead run.
Can't imagine he's too happy with that one on the mound. Just one pitch after giving up the single, he basically turns it into a double.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Runner around third on his way to the plate. He'll score. It's an RBI single. And in the ninth, they take the lead.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. 2 outs. Runner on first. Now the number 2 hitter. Ricky on the move. Up the middle. Throw over to Musial, and the inning is over. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. It's now a 5-4 ball game.
When I come out, they run out. I'll be rocking that stage to the sun out.
We're back, and on the mound is the closer, Dennis Eckersley. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 43.
Now it's Jose Ramirez.
Dennis Eckersley.
And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And that's a foul ball. That one close, ruled a ball. And now it's even 1-1. Looking to get the tying run on base. With the shift on, hits right into it in plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the ninth.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the tying run is on base.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just
runner on the go. Oh, and this one's blasted. High and deep. It's on its way. Out of here. Ball game. He circles the bases, and the Guardians walk it off in Game 3.
Season, there's so much excitement, so much energy, everyone hanging on every single pitch. To have a walk-off win under these circumstances, these people have gone crazy. What a nice win, but you got to turn the page quickly to come back for the next game.
The final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.
I'm hopping out of the bed. Rain falling, calling X, but my phone line's dead. I guess my bills ain't paid. No rocks work for the day. Second option, hop the bus for some traffic delay. My boss, cause I'm running late, it ain't no excuse. When I'm about to be 22 without a whip, I can swoop. Feel like I'm thinking my own dome with escape. Zoning out, cause working out, I work what I'm late. My lady calling, bugging, always fussing. Just cause we ain't ballin', but it's hard because the cousin's rich. Cause the husband's hustling. I ain't touching nothing but a mic. 5 o'clock and off of work, ready to go home and write. But I ain't got a buck to catch the bus, chillin' at the stop. Rain falling hard as ever and it's soaking my socks. Kick my kicks off and took off my jacket. Roll my jeans up, beat up in my headphones, blast them. Then started laughing while I'm splashing in puddles like drunk deep dancing in the rain. I don't try to do the same. Yeah, don't know slow in the brain. Smooth your. Don't nobody wanna liberate the weight of the pain. Smooth your. Sometimes I hate taking trips to the lab. Got my pen and pad, booking instrumentals and smash. Catch the bus regardless. Trying hard to be an artist, but my A&R be calling me out my zone into his office. Being cautious, he don't want my record to